Yes, bourbon fans, it's here. Booker's 2022-03. I'm Tim the Suburban Dad, helping dads find great bourbon. And today I get to review with you the third Booker's release for 2022. Let's get to it. Don't be the guy last to know about all the latest bourbon information, the newest bottle releases. Subscribe to the channel. I'll make sure that does not happen to you. Booker's 2022-03. I'm going to go ahead and open this while I'm talking to you. This, like last year's third batch, kind of has a fun backstory as to how I got it. I was just in Louisville this past weekend at the Bourbon Trail, and we did a tour at Jim Beam, and at the end, in the gift shop, we were looking around for all the cool stuff, aka Booker's, and none to be found anywhere. Saw this random lady carrying around this box and this bottle, and I said, excuse me, was that on the shelf? She goes, yeah. And she goes, let me check with my husband and see if we already have this one at home. I was like, okay. So she did. Husband says, oh yeah, we got that one. She hands it to me, and I buy it on the spot. Only one I saw the entire trip to Kentucky. This is still the only Booker's for this release that I have seen personally in the wild. And I wouldn't even consider that the wild. That's home base at Jim Beam. So, guys, these are getting tougher and tougher to find. This has not even gotten to Missouri yet that I can see. So, good luck with hunting out there. This is the first, so this is Kentucky Tea Batch. Fresh cracked. I'm going to open it in front of your very eyes. And Kentucky tea, it's named after Booker Noe's habit of flavoring his water with bourbon instead of tea leaves. So apparently he had this recipe that he concocted where he'd use 4 parts water to 1 part bourbon. And I don't know, apparently he called it Kentucky tea. Sounds like bourbon water to me, but hey, I mean, it still sounds better than tea, I guess. This is another 7-year plus Booker. So this is 7 years, 4 months, 14 days. It's impressive. We're starting to creep back up in age, which is good. Pretty exciting. 126.5 proof. So it's up there. It's mid-range Bookers for sure. Now, let's go ahead and dive in, shall we? I'm going to go ahead and pour it, let it open, observe it. Now, I did get to try this at the distillery for the tasting part of the tour. My first impression was some spice notes. I didn't get, they give you like 1/4 of an ounce. It was tiny. So I didn't feel like I really got a solid understanding of what it tasted like. Plus I had tried several other bourbons right before that. So this is the first alcohol I've had all day. Fresh palate. And I'm excited to give you my full review on it, full attention. Right off the bat, it's got great color. Nice, deep, coppery amber. So that part's great. The legs are taking a while to drop down along the glass, which is pretty good. It means it's going to be a little more viscous. So I'm going to try it first neat, as always, and then dive in with a little splash of water just to open it up. So first on the nose, however. Okay, more fruit notes on the nose, almost wine, like a red wine. That's interesting. That's not something I picked up the other day. Yeah, I'm getting like grape, like red wine notes. I don't think I've ever gotten that before on a Booker's. Fruity and spicy on the nose so far. A little bit of caramel in there somewhere, but mostly fruits and somewhat grape, actually, spice. Spice, a little bit of pepper, cinnamon for sure. Yeah, okay, so let's have a taste, guys. Let's see. Okay, first taste, getting my taste buds acclimated. Second taste, and I'll describe. Okay, so pretty much like the nose. Very spicy, very spicy. Very spice forward. That is the main thing I get. Also those red fruits in there. Some strawberry, maybe some grape, cherry. Not so much cherry, honestly, more strawberry, raspberry even. A little more tart, so it's not as sweet and juicy like cherry, it's more tart. A little bit of oak in there. But spice and fruit, red berries. Pretty good mouthfeel, not super oily or viscous for 126.5 proof though. Better than most, but I expected it to be more coating for the proof. Finish, medium. It's not super long. It's medium. I wouldn't say it's super short, but it's not real long lasting either. All right, let's try opening it up with a couple drops of water. Just see what we unlock here. Wow, just intensifies the spice and wine. It's literally like a spiced wine on the nose. That's kind of odd to me for Booker's. It's not bad. It's decent. Okay, so more wood, more of an oaky, yeah, more of a wood note on that. Spiced wood. So if a spiced wine was aged in a barrel, this is what that barrel would smell like. Okay, let's have a taste. Okay. A little bit of water definitely helps tame the spice notes a little bit. It was pretty intense at first. There's still quite a bit of the spice note, but it opens up more of the fruit aspect of it, which is pretty nice. The mouthfeel becomes more creamy with the water as well, that's very nice. So this is a batch that opens up very nicely with some water to it. The spice notes hit pretty early and then they last most of the palate. Fruit notes up front, carrying on into mid-range, back of the throat, it's more spice, honestly. Spicy, fruity. So kind of fun. Perfect for late summer, early fall time, which we're well into fall now, but with that spice and fruit note, I can definitely see it be a holiday time bourbon, which is cool. Now, I've been kind of frustrated this year with Booker's, to be quite honest, which I hate to say. I love Booker's, and I love Jim Beam and the whole story and everything. This probably is it's up there with the best of the three so far. Individually, I've preferred Lumberyard over Ronnie's, although my blind tasting proved to be otherwise. I enjoy this one right off the bat, which with Ronnie's was a little off. Lumberyard was a little bit more enjoyable right off the bat. This does remind me of last year's third release Bardstown batch, where it has the spice notes to it. Less caramel, less balance on this one. Overall, good. If you can get your hands on one, I would say, hey, this batch is a decent one and you should get it. It's still not a knock it out of the park one, but it's better than the other two in my opinion. Hope that helps, guys. Good luck. Happy hunting. Until next time, cheers.